This calls to order the special meeting of the San Francisco Elections Commission. Today is Wednesday, June 15. The time is 4:09. The date is Wednesday, June 15. The time is 4:09 p.m. We'll take a roll call, and then I want to make a statement to let everybody know what the two meetings that we're having today are and what your opportunities for public comment. Can we do a roll call, please?
Commissioner Donaldson?
You're
Present.
Vice President Jordanek?
Here.
Commissioner Jones?
Here.
Commissioner Paris?
Here.
President Rowe?
here.
Commissioner Savant?
Here.
Commissioner Yu?
Here.
So we are having two different meetings today. So this meeting at 4 o'clock is a special meeting solely to discuss the preliminary part of the performance evaluation of the Director of Elections. We have planned to have two of the department employees come and talk with us in closed session as part of that process, and that will not be open to the public. The public certainly has an opportunity to comment on the issue on this agenda item if you wish to, but I want to encourage everybody who has things to discuss that are separate from this particular agenda item to come back at our regular meeting at 6 o'clock, which is in room 408. And there, if you've seen the agenda for that, it's a broader agenda with an opportunity to comment on anything within the purview of the Elections Commission. So that'll be another opportunity for you to speak if you want to speak on something that's not on the agenda item today. Because we do have two department employees who are coming and have timed their schedule to get here before their regular workday ends, we're going to go into closed session and talk with the two department employees. We will then come out of closed session and go back into open session and give anybody an opportunity to comment if they want to comment on an item that is on this agenda. So, having said that, we will be moving into closed session now.
You take a vote. Just take a vote to go into closed session.
Oh, okay. So we need to have a vote as to whether or not to go into closed session. Can we have a motion?
I move that we move into closed session.
I second.
Roll call vote, please. A vote, please.
Public comment.
You're absolutely right. Public comment. And let me just say we will be restricting public comment to 1 minute per speaker.
Before I start public comment, I'd just like to ask the Secretary if she received an email from me, Mike Murphy. My name is Mike Murphy.
I did.
And have you forwarded
This
that?
is part of the public comment.
Okay. Have you forwarded that to all the various commissioners?
I have, and I also
Thank you
have.
very much. As this is part of the public comment, I would just like to say first off that elections is the drive of our democracy. It is the engine. And the elections under Director John Arntz is clearly a broken down engine. And we need to fix that. In the narrative statements and the other statements that I provided you with, you see a myriad of complaints, which are serious complaints about this particular director. The folks who are in the audience today are interested in recalling the mayor. In the narrative statement that I sent to you, we requested of the opportunity to file that at elections, and Director Arntz practiced intimidation and also obstructionist tactics in disallowing that. I was courteous, polite, followed the law by the letter of the law, and was met with a stone wall. This, I believe, is grounds for official misconduct on the part of the Director of Elections. And I would encourage you, all as commissioners, to give that some weighty consideration. Elections under John Arntz has had a track record of various errors in elections. As a Green Party County Council member, I can point to a number of them.
Your time is up.
Beginning with IRB right through to...
Your time is up, thank you. And for the public on this, we are commenting on the issue of whether we should be in closed session. Everyone is entitled to talk. I would like you to keep in mind that, again, you'll have opportunities to speak after the closed session. We have two department employees who are waiting right now. One of them is waiting to come into closed session, and it's implicating his time if he can't get to the closed session. So if you have comments on
We've been
whether or
waiting for
not there
years.
should
We've
be
been waiting
a
for
closed
years.
session,
We've been
please.
waiting for years, so.
Yeah, we're the voters.
We're the
We are
people, we're the
people of San
community.
Francisco. So
This
you
is
Not
a
can
closed
tell us.
session.
This is, refer
This
to us
is
as
a
the
closed
public,
session.
we're the community, not just the public, so we'd appreciate a little bit of respect.
I want to absolutely make sure everybody
You
has
cut
an
him off
oppor-
right at a minute, that wasn't even nice, at least let him finish his sentence and don't say he's cut
Everyone
off.
is going to
That's
have 1 minute to
disrespectful.
speak.
That's
Everyone has an
disrespectful,
opportunity to
regardless
speak
if it's a
today,
minute or not.
but we do have
Just like you
employees who
talking
will have
over
to
me
be
is
canceled if we
disrespectful,
can't
regardless
accommodate
if we're
them.
at City Hall or not, it's disrespectful.
You know what we do in music? We put our hand
Next-
up when
next
the minute
member of
is
the
up.
public,
We put
please.
our hand up when the minute is up. That's better. I think it's more respectful than cutting someone off.
Your time is commencing.
Okay. First of all, I think that you should go into your, your private session after the community has an opportunity to speak.
Yeah.
We've been waiting outside for an hour for this meeting to start, and to make us then go out and wait in the hallway for another half an hour or an hour, how long are you going to have for public comment at the end of this whole thing if it takes you, up till 5:30, and you have another meeting at 6? So let me start out by saying that. Then I just want to echo what my friend Mike Murphy said. I'm David Carlos Oliveri. I'm the treasurer of the committee to recall Mayor Ed Lee 2016. When we went down to the office and were stonewalled by John Arntz, to me the most egregious issue was that he made basically legal rulings about he interpreted the city charter without any legal training, without any authority to tell us that we could not file. He did not refer to the city attorney. He did not say the city attorney told me that you guys are not allowed to file. So I think that's a very important issue, and I think you guys need to consider that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of new to all of this, and I'm just wondering if I can get an explanation. Here, I've been given the agenda. Call to order and roll call, I believe that's been done. And then 2 is public employee performance evaluation for Director of Elections, John Arntz. What does that mean? Underneath it is A, public comment on all matters pertaining to this agenda item. And then B, closed session. So you had A first, which was the public comment, and I don't come to these things, so I don't understand why. Like, I have an agenda as well as anyone who works at City Hall. And so I was counting on, the schedule, because this is online as well. So I'm confused at why does that get changed at the last minute? Or am I reading this wrong? Because it says public comment first and then closed session. Is that, so you can't explain that to me? So this is just like just like everything else here in City Hall, where I was told to leave City Hall because they said that I was at a riot, that I was not. I was eating a bag of nuts, absolutely minding my own business. I was escorted out of City Hall, and these people can't leave, I mean, like, is that right?
Tell 'em, girl.
Okay.
Tell them.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man.
I'm afraid to come into this place, being accused of things that I haven't done. Now you can't even answer a simple question. Because in the future, why do I even want to come if I'm going to have to, waste 3 hours of my day?
That's true.
This person's getting paid. I'm not.
The San Francisco Sunshine Ordinance says that you can respond to questions, although you don't have to agendize them. So you don't want to respond to her. Other people like Ray Hartz and Chris, others, they just file sunshine complaints. They don't have to go through this. But I think one of my things is you're not following your agenda, which is very clear. And you're not having public comment on the agenda as required. And my other question is when does any closed session item get released to the public? When will this one be released? When will you release anything from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago? When will you release any of that? No comment, huh? I mean, It's sort of simple. At some point, we just file FOIAs to get the information if you don't want to respond. So, let's see.
They're appointed. Oh, I understand.
Mayor?
Yeah, you understand, right?
I understand.
Why the public's up to the public.
Hi, Commissioners.
Silence.
Good afternoon. My name is Christopher Ray. I'm a local resident here in San Francisco. I just want to ask that we move towards the public employee performance evaluation for the Director elections, John Arntz, at this moment. If we can start that before the closed session, since it is the beginning of the agenda today, I think that maybe we should start that evaluation as soon as possible while we're all here, so everybody has a voice and everyone can hear what's going on and understand a little bit more of maybe the direction we're trying to go in this, so we can have some justice. And, thank you.
May I ask if we have any of the department employees in this room at this moment who are waiting to speak? I think that, and you probably have to leave at 5. Okay, I think we're going to have to cancel. We'll have to reschedule that. Thank you for being here.
I am a native San Franciscan, born and raised. I am a voter. I am a member of this city. The taxes I pay for you guys to be on this commission. And it is my opinion that Arntz needs to be brought up on official misconduct charges. He has no authority to interpret the law when people are implementing recall, or use the sheriff deputies to intimidate the voters of San Francisco when they're exercising the will of the people. You need to remember, we're not here because we like to sit on a velvet seat. We're here because we're concerned with the way you handle business in our public city hall.
Yeah.
And we're on you. We were on the chief of police. We're paying attention now to people appointed by the mayor, whoever you're appointed by, because we didn't appoint you, right? And we're going to pay attention to how you handle this recall. We're going to pay attention.
Very close attention.
Hi, my name is Darrell Rogers. I'm a resident of San Francisco, born and raised. I'm 70 years old and been voting ever since I was 21. And I wonder, why is it that voters of this city don't have the right to speak out against somebody that is supposed to be handling the voters' interests? Not the mayor's interests, not no committee's interests, but the voters' interests. And as a voter, I demand that y'all do something about it. This man cannot continue to just override the people that put him in office. I don't care who you think you are, but as a resident of the city and a property owner, I demand that you do something about it. And if you don't, then we need to talk to the people who put you there and get somebody here.
Do something about that.
Do we have any other public comment?
You got anything to say?
You guys not gonna answer any of the questions? You guys gonna just be heartless? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you got. I'm new to you guys. I don't know what's going on, but we the people, we put pressure on Ed Lee through these last years. We the one that put pressure on officers, ex-officer Sir. And like my sister Yanni said, we're on to you guys because we're gonna see everything that's in your power, whatever you got. Let me finish.
No, I was going to ask if you could come
No,
up
you
so
can
that
hear
you
me.
can be on the tape.
I'm very loud. I don't want to walk up there. You can hear me. I'm sure you guys can hear me.
The
We're going to
tape
do
probably
everything
can't
we
pick you
can
up.
in our power to know what you guys can do in your power and hold you accountable for that. Because we're not satisfied with what Ed Lee's doing, and we know, we see through it. It's a new age, it's a new awakening, everybody is woke, and we're tired of it. So we're going to keep putting pressure on you guys and hold you accountable for everything that's going on. Because there's going to be blood on your hands, too, if you guys are turning away and not know what's going on with Jessica Nelson. or Mario Woods and Alex Nieto, Amilcar Perez and Luis Gongora, and the list goes on. Okay, so this is on your hands to understand. You represent the city, like he said. He's born and raised. I'm born and raised here. These are natives and real people that care about the city. It's not no more ragtag activists that's out here just trying to get a name and trying to do something. And because I don't even, like I said, we're not here to sit. I don't want to be in City Hall, but we have to be because we're trying to change our city. We need everybody's help, especially you, sister. You're Latina. I can tell that you have a heart, and I know our struggles come from the same place. So we need everybody to stand up and come together with us and break the rules. Don't hold yourself. Don't worry what you got to do. You should be held to a minute. It should be held to 2 minutes. If you can't reply, you should reply. You know, your voice matters. You guys worked hard to get in this position and do something about it. You know, because we're out here, we're not here for our health. We're here for our future generations and our people and our kids and our families to walk around San Francisco safe. And we're not going to have Ed Lee running this city and being, you know, a puppet for these billionaires that's rolling out the red carpet continuously with the cranes in the sky and everything. We're not getting treated with no justice at all. These families go through this every day. You know, Mario Woods' mother can't come here every day. Alex Nieto's mother can't come here every day. You know, because they have to mourn with that. You know, I'm not worried about time.
Thank you.
I just hope that you guys understand we will be here, and this is a new era. This is not old San Francisco. This is a new San Francisco, and we're going to bring back. We're restoring culture in the arts, in the way we resist and we stand up in your face.
And we hold City Hall accountable in every department.
Every
department. You work for it, you're a part of it. No one turning the other cheek.
Either you're with the people or you're against us. And that's just all it is to it. And you as anybody.
So thank you. I do want to say one thing so that everybody knows that there will be other opportunities.
You can't make a decision like this when the public is saying, no, we don't want him. But you want to sit up there and put him right back into the same position and rubber stamping right back into that position. We don't want him in that position. We want somebody who's going to listen to us. We, the people, are the ones that want you, who are public servants, to listen to us, because we're the ones in control, not the mayor, not the head of the board, none of you. The people are the ones that are in control, and you need to start listening.
So I would like to explain something to the group so that you can understand a little bit of our process of reviewing the Director of Elections. We have a process that goes over a period of months, and the first thing we do as a part of the process of the review is to call in some employees from the department so that we can hear from some of the employees what they think about what is going on. The next thing that we do as part of that process is to do some of our own independent evaluations, followed by another meeting where we all get together and speak about the evaluation based on the information that we've learned from you, from the employees, from ourselves, and you will have another opportunity at a subsequent meeting. We're not actually sitting here today coming up with a performance evaluation of the director. What we're doing today in closed session is trying to get some information about what's going on with the department. So I do want everybody to know that you will have opportunities for further comment when we actually get to the stage where after we've gathered the information and reviewing the director. So there's another opportunity for your
Don't be
voice to
afraid of us. Don't be afraid of us. Because the first thing you guys did was vote to have the private meeting. You know, like, come on, man.
Do we have any other public comment?
Yeah, so when do we get a copy of this review? So when do we get a copy of it?
What if I'm just here for
Seeing
information
no other
as
public
well?
comment, we're going to need to take a vote.
I'll take a public comment space.
This feels really stupid because we're all people sitting in a fucking room, excuse my language, and we should just be talking. This is ridiculous. You shouldn't have cut him off. You shouldn't have cut anyone off when they were not finished speaking. I'm 25 years old. I got a whole life ahead of me. I'm going to be on everyone's ass until I die from whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all going out. So what are you going to do? What are you all going to do? I don't know what your power is. I'm not pretending to know, what you can move in this building, in this space. But when you close your eyes, it all goes away. So when you're in the elevator with us and you're sucking your teeth, or when your man is back here sighing, I take that personally. I'm the youth. I'm the one they're killing.
Yep.
Some of y'all can relate. But when we're in this space together, it's no longer a closed meeting. What the fuck does that even mean? What, you signed your name on a paper and now you get to kick us out? Who pays for this? Who pays for this space? Pretty sure I do. Pretty sure they do. You know? So I'm here for information as well. What if I want to know what the employees of the department have to say about the man you're reviewing? You know? I'm shaken by this complete disregard for humanity in this room full of human beings. And sis, honestly, bro, like, damn, us? I'm looking at two of y'all that look like me. You feel me? Like, we have to just talk. This is ridiculous. And to me, it all comes down to every time I come to these meetings, there's always a president, and it's always a white person. And I'm sorry, I have to say it, but like, speak up, bruh. Speak up. Speak for your people, you know? Why do we have to have an order? You're not going by the agenda anyway. You might as well just sit here and talk. Get the comment from the other people. That's it. Right, yeah. So is y'all's, you know? The time is over. My time is over. The time is over for waiting on this. We have to recall Ed Lee. We have to make sure that everyone's accountable. This is y'all's job. I get fired from my job.
Thank you.
Yeah. For anything, any infringement whatsoever, I get fired from any job in retail, anything like that. I've been there. So if you're not doing yours, then I'm going to go do my research and figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And I got my whole life ahead of me, God willing. If one of the cops don't shoot me out here.
Your time is up. Thank you.
Your time is up.
Yeah.
So is this closed session so that you can protect the employees' comments that are being made, so that what's going against the director?
I'm sorry, we're not here to answer questions. You're free to say anything that's on your mind.
But the thing is you don't want these employees to have their comments become public. Is that correct?
I'm talking to a wall.
What's up? Where
Simple
you at?
question.
You guys are like robots up there, man.
Where you at, sis?
I mean, we need to kind of understand why
I
it's
see you
going to be a
every
closed
day.
session.
I am you. I see you every day. Where you at?
That's what I mean, man. Rosabella, Charles, Winnie, especially Charles and Winnie. You guys should be ashamed, man. You know, our Asian is yellow. He's really a banana because he's yellow on the outside and he's white on the inside. He's a white supremacist. You know? And you guys are supporting this dude. He's gentrified this city. He's displaced this city. He's destroyed families.
Do we have any other public comment?
This is public comment. It's also a closed session because we're here as a community to get the same information you are.
Okay, do we have any commissioner comment before we vote on whether to go into closed session?
Look into your roots. Look into your roots. That's my comment. Charles,
I have a
Winnie,
comment.
Look into
Sir,
your Asian roots.
if I may.
Yeah, thank you.
Just, I would like the public to know that this is the first I've seen this.
The community.
Well, yes,
Thank you.
the community, the public.
Semantics
The
matter.
public is the community, but if you, whatever.
No, we are the
In
community
any case,
together.
I guess I would like to let you know that personally, I am very interested in what you have to say. This is the first I've heard of it. I have no context for what you're telling me. I'm just reading the emails now. I've not heard about this before, so I am very interested in it, however, and there is a full commission meeting later tonight, as President Rowe mentioned. This, and you may not like it, and I understand that. This was posted as a closed session, and that this would happen. We are following the agenda. You may not like it, and I understand that it's frustrating. I hope you will come back at 6 p.m., and I know that's more time out of your life, and I understand that.
Do
But
you
that's
know?
what,
Because we just
yes,
moved
ma'am,
on.
I do. Believe me, I
gotta go
understand.
now.
Question I have, sir, since I wrote the narratives that you have, and I would appreciate a candid response. Will you consider the information that I presented to you in the performance evaluation? Do you consider public?
I don't want to start engaging in a conversation. I will read it all, absolutely.
End of conversation.
Any other commissioner comment? Can we have a vote on the motion of whether to go into closed session?
Commissioner Donaldson?
Yes.
Vice President Jordan?
Yes.
Commissioner John?
Yes.
Commissioner Parris?
Yes.
President Rowe?
Yes.
Commissioner Sponge?
Yes.
Commissioner
Oh,
Yu?
yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
The vote is unanimous, and we will be moving into closed session. Okay, we are back in open session. The time is 5:30. The commissioners took a vote at the conclusion of the closed session to keep confidential all of the discussion that was had during closed session, and that is because state law requires that personnel discussions will remain confidential. The meeting is adjourned. It is 5:30 p.m.